Hi, thank you for taking a few minutes to learn more about Scratchpay's newest product, Scratchpay Checkout. My name is Neil Stanga. I run sales and marketing here at Scratchpay. It'll probably take me about 10 minutes to run through this presentation. If you have any questions whatsoever that come up during the presentation, please do not hesitate to jot them here in the chat bar. One of my colleagues is following along and they will be answering questions live throughout the presentation. If you have any other questions at all, please email cash@scratchpay.com following the presentation. So you're all probably familiar with our financing products. We started 5 years ago offering simple, friendly financing solutions for medical procedures. We are now being offered by over 10,000 medical practices across the US and Canada. This presentation is actually about an entirely new product, and it's actually an entirely new website if you're interested in learning more about it as a practice. If you're interested in learning more, go to scratchpay.cash, that's the URL. Signing up as a hospital to offer, or rather to process payments through Scratchpay Checkout is totally free. There's no obligation. It takes just a minute as a hospital to sign up, just a few pieces of basic info. When you start using Checkout, we do offer a traditional credit card reader. It looks kind of like a square device. It works with any Android or iOS tablet or phone. And where we really differentiate ourselves in terms of traditional credit card payments is on the processing, on the pricing side. So we can typically save you about 10 to 20% on your processing fees by switching to Scratchpay. I'll go into pricing later in the presentation, but what is really unique and pretty cool about Scratchpay Checkout is that you don't actually need this physical reader to get started using us. And I'll just show you exactly what I'm talking about and how it works. So to get started, totally free. As a hospital, you sign up here, just some basic info. And then once you're ready to start processing payments through Scratchpay Checkout, you come here and you log into your dashboard. So you would come to scratchpay.cash, go to the upper right here and log in. And it's probably easiest if I just give you a real world example. So this is what the Scratchpay dashboard currently looks like. You can send digital invoices out to customers via text. And so this is why you don't need that physical card reader to get started. And down here we have all your pending payment requests. It's all very intuitive. What I'm going to show you is a sample digital invoice. And it's probably easiest if I just go with a real world example. So a couple weeks ago, I took my cat into the veterinary hospital. And here in Southern California, a lot of vet hospitals are doing curbside service, meaning that they come out to your car to collect your animal, they bring them inside, and then at the end of the procedure, they bring the pet back out to your car. And the way that a lot of veterinary practices that are doing curbside service are taking payment is either going out to the car with a mobile credit card reader or having someone call in and read off their credit card information over the phone to somebody who's sitting at the front desk. So like they're out in their car reading the card number over the phone. Scratchpay Checkout is a way to circumvent all of that. And even if you're, for example, using like a regional credit card processor that you really like, you can still just utilize Scratchpay Checkout for the digital invoices. So it's kind of like the financing product in that you don't have to change anything or get rid of anything. You can actually just use this on top of a solution that you're already using, potentially. So again, real world example, I took Ovi to the vet. They came out to the car, got him, and when they brought him back out at the end of the visit, someone inside the hospital went to their dashboard, they logged in, and they sent me a digital invoice directly from the dashboard. So they put in my name, my cell phone, invoice number, the amount, and a note. And so this is it. They sent me the invoice, and I'll show you like how it looks on my phone. So I'm sitting out in my car, and the invoice popped up on my phone. And this is it. So people can pay any different number of ways. They can pay with a credit card or debit card, of course. They would just put in the information here. If you are, for example, a veterinary hospital that's taking payments over the phone, or any time that you take a payment where with a legacy credit card processor and the physical card is not present, that is called a card not present transaction. And it actually costs more to process those transactions because there's no physical card present, higher chance of fraud. With Scratchpay Checkout, there are never any card not present transaction fees, because instead of taking the card number from somebody over the phone, you're pushing out the invoice to them and they are paying it themselves. So people can pay with a credit or debit card. The way I paid was actually with my checking account. So people can pay directly out of their checking account. And I'll show you how it works. You would just log in with the normal login credentials that you would to check your balance online at the website. So I thought this was really cool. You can pay directly out of your checking account instead of taking out a credit card. Or what we've done is we've embedded our financing product here directly within the checkout experience. So people can actually utilize a Take 5 0% APR loan to split up payments over time right here within checkout experience. And that is a new feature, which is really cool, and people are definitely enjoying it. You can also pay with Apple Pay, Google Pay. So there's a variety of ways to pay, and it's very simple to get started and start sending out digital invoices to your customers. Here's how we compare to some other types of payment processors in terms of the legacy providers. They don't offer much customization, and they cost a bit more because they have a lot of physical infrastructure costs and needs. There are solutions that are directly integrated with some practice management solutions. And this is actually an area where Scratchpay is investing a significant amount of time and resources. So we have been in the elective medical space doing financing for 5 years. We know the space. We're partnered with over 10,000 medical practices. And so we have started building out direct integrations with some of the larger practice management softwares. So for example, if you are a veterinary practice and you have Avamark, you can currently send digital invoices like this directly, Scratchpay Checkout digital invoices directly out of your Avamark software. So you don't have to reconcile anything. It's very cool and definitely something that is unique. And so we have the cool tech of Square and Clover, so these digital invoicing and text-to-pay options, but we also have the customization that they're just not going to have because they don't have the focus on this space that we do. Here's the pricing. It's all true flat rate pricing. There's no hidden fees, no surprises, no upcharges for loyalty cards, Amex, and never any upcharge for card not present transactions. There's no contract term required or account setup fee. It's totally free to sign up and get started. We can set you up same day. And if you sign up before the end of the year, we will permanently waive a $20 a month subscription fee. So there's no downside to sign up. And if you sign up before the end of the year, you can permanently forego this subscription fee. We have free onboarding and training, but in terms of how the actual pricing works, it's a monthly payment. It's based on monthly payment volume. So if your practice processes $150,000 through Scratchpay Checkout in a month, and the percentage that you would pay in terms of processing fee would be 1.95% and 20 cents per transaction. So the pricing, very competitive. If you're interested, we will compare a recent statement for you and let you know exactly how much we could be saving you by adding or switching to Scratchpay Checkout. So this is it. Again, totally free to sign up. If you sign up before the end of the year, you permanently lock in that waiver of the subscription fee. If you're interested in learning more, come to scratchpay.cash. You can always email cash@scratchpay.cash scratchpay.com or call us. Please, 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 if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask them here in the chat. I am going to take off in just a second, but my colleague will stick around and answer any lingering questions that come up. And definitely the best way to get a sense of how Scratchpay Checkout works is to actually have us send you a test invoice so you can see it on your own phone. See if you have a mobile number where you'd like us to text you a digital invoice right now, just place it here in the side chat and we'll take care of that for you so you can see how it works. Thank you for your time and have a good day. Looking forward to adding you to Scratchpay Checkout.